Now the next topic is vaccination and immunization. Antibody provoking agents are called vaccines. Vaccines are the agents which have the ability to provoke antibody. Vaccines generate memory cells and T cells which recognize the pathogen quickly. For example, in snake bites, an injection is given. That injection or vaccine, it contains antibodies against the snake venom, and it provides passive immunization. Vaccination and immunization, they are different from each other because in immunization the body of organism, it produces antibodies against the vaccine, whereas the vaccines, they are the agents which produce antibodies. Vaccines, they are of two types: live vaccines and killed vaccines. Live vaccines, they are prepared from live pathogens. Live pathogens, they are weakened and they are made non-virulent. Non-virulent means they are not able to cause any disease, and these provide long immunity. For example, the vaccines which are given for polio and BCG, they are prepared from live pathogens. And the killed vaccines, they are prepared from the pathogens which are killed by heat, ultraviolet radiations, etc. And the vaccines prepared for typhoid, cholera and rabies, they are prepared from the killed pathogens. Next topic is allergies. Allergy is the hypersensitiveness of a person to some foreign substances, and the substances which causes allergies, they are called allergens. An allergen can be a dust particle, pollen, mold, fungus, spores, any type of food, some special fabrics, lipstick, feathers, plants, bacteria, and so on. Allergies, they involve immunoglobulin E antibodies and histamine. What is the cause of allergy? What causes allergy? The entry of these allergens into the body of organism, it causes dilation of all peripheral blood vessels. Blood vessels, they dilate. Capillaries in the body, they become more permeable, and fluid, it leaks from blood into the body tissue, which leads to decrease in blood pressure, and sometimes it may cause the death of the individual also. Examples of allergies are the hay fever. In hay fever, there is smelling, redness of eyes and nose, and there is running of eyes and nose. Another example of allergy is asthma, in which the respiratory tubes, that is bronchioles in the lungs, they swell up, which lead to difficulty in breathing. To cure allergies, antihistamine drug or adrenaline or steroids, they are able to neutralize the effect of IgE and histamines. Now, what do we mean by autoimmunity? Autoimmunity means protection against self. It causes, the cause of autoimmunity is if there is increase in the number of helper T cells, or there is decrease in the number of suppressor T cells, it will lead to autoimmunity. Examples of autoimmunity are rheumatoid arthritis, insulin dependent diabetes, etc. Now, the immunity system in the body. Immunity system in the body consists of primary lymphoid organs and secondary lymphoid organs. In primary lymphoid organs are thymus and bone marrow. These are the organs where T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes, they mature and acquire antigen specific receptors, because T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes initially both are formed in the bone marrow, then they are transported to thymus for their maturation. So these are the primary lymphoid organs where T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes, they are formed and matured. The secondary lymphoid organs, which are also known as peripheral lymphoid organs, these are the organs where B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes migrate after maturation. That is, they are called lymphoid organs. After entering into the lymphoid organs, the B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes, they multiply and differentiate. They acquire immune responses to antigens. The examples of secondary lymphoid organs are lymph nodes, spleens, tonsils, Pierce patches of small intestine, and MALT. Full form of MALT is mucosal associated lymphoid tissue, and this mucosal associated lymphoid tissue is present in the digestive tract, respiratory tract, and urinogenital tract. There is a term SCID associated with the immune system. SCID full form is severe combined immunodeficiency. It is the deficiency when a newborn child is born without T cells and the B cells. Then this deficiency is called SCID or severe combined immunodeficiency, and such an individual is susceptible to various infections.